Hi, Scorpios. Hello, Pat. Thank you for joining me. Scorpios, I hope that you guys are doing well at this time. I thought I turned that down. My bad. Okay. So I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your love reading for the period of June 2020. In case you don't know me, my name is Achan, Psychic Love Coach. And this is for what are you doing? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio, Venus, and Scorpio in the 7th house. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, visit my website, mypsychiclovecoach.com. Also, I am now doing something new where you can contact me on the website Wizio, W-I-S-I-O. And on Wizio, you can ask me a question and I will send you back a video reading. So if you would like to check that out, that is also in the description box below. If you would like to enter my drawing for a love reading at the end of the month, that's in the description box below as well. Let's go ahead and get into this. So first, we're going to go into the overall energy of what you're going to experience in your love life, and then we'll go into the details. So Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, and thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to say hello, I would love that. Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio Venus, and Scorpio in the 7th house. What will you face in your love life, in your love and romantic relationships, in your sexual relationships for the period of June 2020? So the overall energy of what you will experience, what you will face is June, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Huh. So Scorpios. It looks like you're in separation from somebody. You're in separation from your love interest or your person. Now, this is an interesting energy here because I'm also getting the energy of unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And I feel like that's why the separation is taking place right now, because of that unrequited love, because of the lack of attraction or chemistry. Now, you could have been trying to control the outcome in this relationship, or you could have been trying to control this relationship in some way, controlling how it goes, controlling the outcome, because we have let go of control issues. But it looks like, I'm feeling like, to me, you did try to have some control at one point, but you may have let go of control issues. I'm feeling like you let that need to control in this relationship or in your love life go. But we'll look more into that. And I see here for you, so you're either dealing with the soulmate or a soulmate is coming up for you. You're either dealing with the soulmate or a soulmate is coming up for you. We will get more details and see what's really going on here. But right now, okay, that's interesting because on the top of the deck, I have this. I have a new love. So that's exactly what we were just talking about. So there could be a new love on the horizon, okay? Or this could be the love coming back because we have that separation. So somebody, whether it's new or old, somebody's going to be coming into the picture, it looks like. So let's look into deeper. Let's look deeper into what's going on, Scorpios. You guys go ahead and thumbs up and like this reading. I appreciate that so much. Also comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And again, for those of you who are in here, I love when you say hello, so feel free to do so. Okay, so Scorpio, let's look deeper into this. What's going on in your love life for June? June 2020, Scorpio Sun, Moon Rising, Scorpio Venus, Scorpio in the 7th house. What will Scorpio face in their love life? Scorpio Collective. What will Scorpio Collective face in their love lives? June 2020. So what you're going to face, Scorpio, is, okay. Okay. So now for some of you, the person that you were involved with could have been really sneaky, could have been kind of sneaky and underhanded, or somebody who's just looks out for their own self-interest, somebody who doesn't really consider others, someone who's like the end justifies the mean kind of situation, somebody who's cunning, someone who could be deceptive, somebody who's slick or sly or a trickster. You could have been involved with that type of person, and you could have left that type of relationship. You could have left that person, and that could have brought improvements to your life and improvements to your love life, and leaving this person behind could have brought about positive changes. So it does look like there was some commitment here with the ring card. Okay, there was a committed relationship, there was a marriage. This can also be speaking of doing the same thing over and over again. Well, not doing the same thing over and over again, but cycles. You could have been going through cycles with this person. You could have been going through cycles within your love life, maybe being involved with the same type of people, trying to control relationships for the better, not trying to control. Like, I'm not picking up an energy of like trying to dominate somebody, but I'm feeling the energy of trying to control how things manifest because we want them to manifest in a good way, right? So you try to control the outcome. You try to control the outcome, so you go through the same thing over and over again. But I'm feeling like, again, that's coming to an end. Now, you could have been very emotionally involved in this connection as well. You could have been very emotionally involved in this connection. So I do see here again more energy of separation, because right under the separation card that we spoke about, I do have also the crossroads. And the crossroads speaks of a separation. It speaks of a split. It speaks of going in different directions. So I see here you going in a new direction away from somebody that you were committed with, or committed to. Your love life is also going in a new direction. Your relationships are going in a new direction. You could be leaving somebody you had a non-committal connection with, or again, there's separation here, but you're utilizing your free will and you're saying, you know what, I do want to let go of these issues because I want to bring something better into my life. So you could also be exploring different options. Now that you're in separation from that person, you could be exploring different options for romantic partners. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio, Venus, Scorpio in the seventh house. What we got? Let's go deeper into the details. Let's go even deeper. So let's see here. I see some hostile conversations that have taken place in the past with you and this person. Some hostile conversations. Let's see what else we got. Thank you so much for thumbs upping this reading. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. All right. There was hostility within this commitment. And you've been thinking about this commitment. You've been thinking about, so it's interesting how we have the card of the ring, which is a card of commitments. And we have here you thinking about this commitment. So it's like you're also letting go of, gosh, you're letting go of that person. You're letting go of the control they had over you. They had control over you. You know, there's just a lot of releasing. You're thinking about this a lot. You know, it's on your mind. It has been on your mind. You're thinking about these challenging relationships or these challenging connections. Oops. Okay. So you're thinking about how things were not as they seemed in this connection, how things were not as they seemed in that commitment, how there were miscommunications, misunderstandings, how you weren't seeing eye to eye. Hello, B. Nice to see you. So you weren't seeing eye to eye, and you know why? It's because there are issues with codependency here. So that's where that control issue came in, because you know, it's like when we're codependent, we try to do things to keep the relationship. We try to do things to keep the relationship going. Hey. So I feel like that's where the control came in, because there was codependency. So if you are unsure about what codependency is, or if you're like, oh, I'm not codependent, or and you don't, you know what it is, or anything like that, I highly, highly recommend looking up videos about codependency, learning about codependency, because codependency can really ruin positive relationships, and they can really ruin good relationships. And really, when we are codependent, we take our codependency to everyone, we tend to attract codependent partners, and codependent relationships rather tend to be, they can be very unhealthy because we want to be interdependent with our partners. We don't want to be codependent. But there was some codependency in this connection. And again, we have the ring, speaking of something, cycles. So there could have been cycles of codependent relationships. And in codependent relationships, there is a lot of wanting to control the situation. And we could want to control the situation being codependent by, for example, not speaking up because you don't want the person to leave. Or you could be, acting a certain way, walking on eggshells because you don't want to start a fight with the person because you want to keep them around. I see major distance between you and this person. Look what just came out. Look at that. Long distance. So I see a lot of distance between you and this person, and that makes sense because we also have, once again, the separation card, and we have the crossroads, which is another card of separation right on top of each other. So there has been distance between you two. There may have been distance for a little while, but there's been distance between you two. And I feel like you were thinking about how you were in love with this person. I have my cards are just flying everywhere right now. And you know what? There's also distance between you and this person because somebody was, oh, where are you at in California, B? Somebody was being a seductive withholder. So they were available when it was convenient for them, and then they were unavailable. So it's like the type of energy where somebody answers your phone call sometimes and then they don't the other. Like they'll text you all of a sudden, they're texting you, and then they just stop. It's like somebody who's available then unavailable. So it's like that was a kind of dynamic that took place in that connection also. And you could have been realizing that. So you, even though you're thinking about this person, you were realizing, okay, well, this person really wasn't my ideal love. I don't think this person was my ideal love. So right now I see here that this there has been a physical connection in the past, but this is separated right now. You guys are in physical separation right now. Let's see. So let's see what else is going on, Scorpios. Okay. I'm just feeling like you guys have options. And yeah, it's like you're releasing this person. You may still be on your mind, but you're going in another direction. It's like I feel like you're separating yourself from look what just came out. Look. Okay, releasing the past love. You're releasing this past love, right? There's a separation. There's all this releasing. Look, you're in isolation away from this person. You could also be learning how to set boundaries. I just heard in my inner ear. Oh, may you be peaceful and at ease. I love that. Hello. Welcome. So you are in isolation from this person. And again, I also feel and I hear that you are setting boundaries in your love life, and you could be setting boundaries against others. And that's another thing that ties into codependency, where people, when they experience codependency, when they're codependent, they have very poor boundaries. There's a lack of boundaries there. So again, I highly recommend looking into codependency, because if you don't know what it is at all and you've had challenging relationships, that could be a root, could be one of the roots of why there have been challenges. And I see that, in this reading. So I cannot tell you enough. Look into codependency, working on healing codependency if you want to have a healthy love life moving forward. So I see here rejecting of somebody, rejecting the challenges that you experience with this person, not wanting to experience challenges with this person anymore. You're rejecting the emotional pain that this person caused you because they did cause emotional pain because of unrequited love. There was some unrequited love which caused some emotional pain, but this was a very toxic connection. This is a very toxic connection. There was a feeling of unrequited love. Maybe somebody really didn't have the ability to love because they didn't love themselves. Because they didn't love themselves. And really, and I'm gonna keep going back to the point of codependency, when we are codependent, that's a large, part in that. We don't love ourselves, so we look for love from another person, but that person is codependent, so they don't have the proper love to give love back, and that's where we have the toxic connections. That's where the toxic connections come from, a lack of self-love. And then we choose a partner that's on our level because we attract a partner according to our vibrations and our aura and our vibrational levels and the vibrations that we send out. So if we have a lack of self-love, we're going to attract somebody who doesn't love themselves or who has a lack of self-love as well. And then you two try to come into a relationship where you're trying to find the love from each other that you should, that should already be inside, or that you would want already inside of you, that it's your job to give yourself, basically. And again, that's what causes like challenges in relationships, because we can't find the love from the other person. And even if we get love from another person, we don't love ourselves, it's still not going to be enough. It's still not going to be enough, even if we get love from another person. If we don't love ourselves, their love isn't going to be enough to make us happy. It's not going to be enough to make us feel loved or worthy or anything like that. And then we end up sabotaging. Boo, hey, hello, love you. So this is a really interesting thing that we have going on here. This is a very interesting thing that we have going on here. I wouldn't be surprised if self-love came out at some point. So you're receiving a new beginning. You've isolated yourself, you separated yourself from this person. You're likely learning to set boundaries. You're looking into codependency, right? And you're bringing about a new beginning in your love life on the other side of these challenges, because you don't want the challenges anymore. You don't want the heartache. I see heartache. You don't want toxicity in your love life anymore. So this is interesting because I have here a reconciliation with you and somebody and a new beginning. So I'm wondering who this person is. Now, yeah. Great, Kat. That's excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent. Reflect. Yes, reflect back on this relationship, and setting boundaries is really, really important, because you don't want to fall back into this challenging energy, into this toxic kind of relationship, But you're working on it. So that's very, very excellent. That's very, very excellent. You're releasing this past love, which is very, very excellent. Because you don't want this person to negatively affect your life anymore. You don't want that. I see you don't want that. But you could also be a little afraid as well when it comes to bringing about this new beginning in love. You could also be experiencing some fear around that. Okay. Now, let's see what's coming up here. So I have here the card of soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Right? And then again, for some of you, there's going to be new love. And I forgot that this was on the bottom of the deck, unrequited love. So it's like this whole scenario here, like what you're experiencing is brought on from this past experience with unrequited love, right? That's allowing you to move forward and look at the past, look at your past relationships, look at the situation, look at your cycles, and release this past love, and release this person, and release these fears around love. Challenge what you've experienced, right? Even challenging the emotional pain that you've experienced in the past, really taking a look at it. So I have here the man and the writer. So you can be involved with this man, or, oh my goodness, 916. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you can be involved with this man, or you can be this man, right? And then I also have the writer. So the writer, okay, so we have this twice here. This could be a new lover coming in, right? This can be a new lover. This can also be some kind of news or message from afar that you receive. So you could receive a communication from this person, but that's not really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling more so somebody new coming in, somebody new coming in. And also I feel like it's also this person coming into your life quickly for some and leaving just as quickly. Like this person came in quickly and left just as quickly. That's what I'm feeling for a lot of you, especially if you were in codependent relationships or there was codependency in this connection. They came in fast and heavy, and they left fast and heavy. That's what I'm feeling. So again, I'm feeling like this is a new man. I feel like this is a new man coming into your life. Or if you are a man, a new lover coming into your life. But to me, the writer usually represents a male. So you could be going into somebody else's life, okay? So let's see what's going on in the near future. So this is on the other side of this reading. Keep this in mind. This is what is coming up here. So we have new love. First we had unrequited love, but that's over and done with. That's in the past, that unrequited love, because we're learning and we're growing right now. And we're looking back at the pain we felt and we're like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. That's not what we're doing. We're not being rejected. We're not having unrequited love. We're not falling for people that don't have the ability to love me, right? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we got. So it's like, even if you felt like you unconditionally loved that person, you know, for whatever reason, you're like, you know what, I'm done with this person. You're going to be done with that person. Oh my gosh, and guess what just came up again? New lover. New love is coming in all across this, just in all ways, shapes, and forms. Just, okay, great. So I see it. Okay, this is great. So this is really a good time, Scorpios, because this new person is coming in. This is a really good time to, again, look at your patterns in relationships. The ring came out, doing the same thing over and over again, right? Cycles. Look at codependency. Do some self-exploration so you can look into, why is it that my relationships, or that this relationship, why is it that they have failed? Why did this relationship fail? Because here's the thing, we can often look at somebody, at our relationship, and it's easy to point our finger and say, well, the relationship's not working because of what you did. A relationship's not working because they did this, or because they're this way, they're argumentative, they're this, they're that, but really, two always have a part in it, right? It's a relationship. It's not just one person, it's two people coming together. So it's important for us to look at, what is our role? What is my role, right? You can ask yourself, what is my role in this situation? Ask yourself, what was your role? What role did you play? What did you do in the relationship? For example, if that person was very argumentative, did you engage in the conversations? Did you engage in the arguments? Okay, that's a way that you are engaging in the chaos. That's something to explore. Maybe not engaging in arguments, or if someone tries to engage you in an argument in a relationship, maybe not choosing that partner, or figuring out another way to handle relationships. That's one example, looking at our part in a situation. Also, we can look at our part by looking deep into ourselves. Yeah, Tatiana, by loving yourself. That can also really help in your relationships. If there's a lack of self-love or self-worth, it's always going to sabotage. This card was just laying on the table. Sabotage your new love. It's going to sabotage it. If you don't look into yourself, and if you don't look into your patterns, codependency, and setting boundaries, right? And toxic connections, and learning about them. Also, I recommend you guys learn about love bombing and what love bombing is, because that's often how toxic relationships start. They start with love bombing, but love bombing looks like a whirlwind romance, or it looks like a person coming in to be your Prince Charming. So you really want to look into love bombing and what that is, so you can avoid that in the future, so you know about it, because that will also help you avoid toxic relationships in the future. So I do have here once again that that new lover coming up, right? Let's see here. Interesting. Interesting. Let me get a little bit more information so I can tell you what's going on, because it's going in an interesting direction here. So like, what is going on with this person? Yeah, that self-love and that self-awareness is important, because if we don't have that self-awareness, we're going to keep doing the same things over and over again, doing the same cycles, getting involved in the same types of relationships, doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then we look outward saying, well, there's no good men out there. You know, no, all the good ones are taken. There's no good men. No, it's not that at all. It's that we can sabotage our relationships. And with the lack of self-love, again, we attract people according to where we are at in any given moment. So we're going to attract those who aren't able to love us. We're going to attract those who aren't able to love us. Okay, so let's see here. So things can be moving slowly with a new person. Things can be moving slowly with a new person. I'm feeling like you guys are going to be in the same age range, or maybe not. Just kidding. Doesn't have to be that. But I see here a male maturing. I see here a male maturing, because I have the younger, more immature male. Something slowly happening here with the younger, more immature female, but then this man, he like bosses up, you know, or you could be leaving behind a younger male, going towards an older male, leaving behind a more immature male, going towards an older male. That can be another option as well, another outcome or possibility. And this older male here can be your true love. Now, okay, this is, so let me figure this out, because I see something that I'm a little concerned about, but I want to know. Okay, so you could be you could be okay, you're getting over this past person, right? Getting over the sexual attraction to this person, getting over the feeling like you love this person unconditionally, because you're seeing things differently now. You know, you're seeing the rejection, you're just seeing the drama and the toxicity and the unrequited love and how that caused you pain. Now, I do see here a sexual attraction with a new lover. But again, it's like, I don't play games in this situation either. Be honest. Honesty just came out. Be honest in this situation. You know, don't play games with this person. Don't ghost this person, because that may cause difficulties. But I do see here that, you know, you could also be ghosting the person who's playing games. You could also be ghosting the person that's playing games and not talking to them anymore, because a new lover is coming up, and this new situation is positive. This new situation is positive. This person that you have this sexual connection with. Now, it's a non-committal connection where there's going to be sexual intimacy. You're not moving into a romantic relationship yet. You know, you're not moving into romance yet, but I do see here intimacy and a good time. You know, I do see here a good time. So again, you could be leaving behind a younger or more immature male to go towards somebody who is older, more immature, causing a breakthrough in your love life, because this person looks like they're going to show you something different, because you have elevated, right? You're elevating. So because of being elevated, you're going to attract a different experience, right? So I do see here a situation where, you know, things may be a little unbalanced here. We have here a friend with benefits and a non-committal connection where there's sexual intimacy, but things may be a little unbalanced. There's a self-love card. So, okay, so I do see here that you're going to be experiencing a little conflict when it comes to your self-love in the near future. You're going to be experiencing some conflict, but you're not going to be sharing it with anybody. It's like you're not going to let this person know that you're experiencing that conflict with self-love. So again, that's something to definitely work on, because that will help bring balance to your relationships. You want to give to yourself first, and you want to love yourself first, and you want to make sure that you fill up your well of self-love. And I'm getting guided to say one thing that you can do. It's funny, me and my best friend were talking about this, I think maybe yesterday. Look at that, healing. I love it. healing dishonesty, healing deception. I'm feeling like it's self-deception about being lovable. We were talking about ways to increase self-love, and a very powerful way to increase self-love is through mirror work. And in mirror work, you look at yourself in the mirror, in the eyes, and you tell yourself, I love you. You know, I love you, life loves you. Everything's okay. I love you. And you can also practice Ho'oponopono in the mirror. And Ho'oponopono is 4 affirmations, 4 statements that are very, very powerful. If you want to look it up, I highly recommend it. Look at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. So there is healing. The disappointment in relationships is coming to an end. It is coming to an end. Self-deception about being lovable and being dishonest with yourself about who you are and what you deserve, that's all coming to an end. The disappointment's coming to an end. This new love is all over this reading. You're moving from unrequited love to new soulmates, all over this reading, everywhere, 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 everywhere. Okay, so look out for that person. Okay, look out for that person. And if you want to know more about this person who's coming into your life, you can always book a future partner reading with me, and I will tell you everything about this person, when you'll meet them, where you'll meet them, what they look like, how to recognize them. Okay, so let's look into your guidance, Scorpios. What is your guidance? This is for Scorpio guidance, love and romantic relationships, sexual relationships, June 2020. Scorpio sun, moon, rising, Scorpio Venus, Scorpio in the 7th house. The Scorpio collective. What guidance do you have for Scorpio collective regarding love and romantic relationships, sexual relationships for the month of June 2020? Your guidance, Scorpio. Your guidance, Scorpio, is oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Let's get some more cards here. Okay. So, first off, look at this. Look at this. Mira. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. So if you are trying to control, your love life, and when it comes to your love life, the best way for you to have an impact and influence on it in the best way is by self-love. Is through self-love, loving yourself, taking care of yourself first. That's the best way, to bring about the best outcome in your relationship, by loving yourself and practicing self-love. So let go of control issues when it comes to your love life and practice on loving yourself first. Practice on loving yourself first. And guess what? There is emotional healing coming as a result of this situation, because you are learning how to love yourself deeper. You are learning to love yourself better. You are learning to set boundaries. You are learning how to love in a new way, because you don't want that unrequited love. So you're preparing for this soulmate, this person who's coming into your life, this soulmate who's that new love coming into your life. So emotional healing. Oh my gosh. I love this. I love it. Look at this. So emotional healing again, right? As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. As your heart heals of that old emotional pain that we've been talking about, right? And the codependency. As your heart heals from that, you will receive new blessings and new love. But you got to let that stuff go first. And really you don't want to bring old wounds and old pain from old relationships into your new relationships, because that's only going to muddle up the energy of your new relationships. You want to go into a new relationship free, happy, open, ready, without fears, without doubts, without resentments for the past, because you want to bring your best self to your love, right? You want to bring your best self to a relationship. So you got to work on letting that stuff go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then look at this. Love life and walk away. Walk away from the past. Walk away from those old relationships. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. So again, as you walk away, you're going to open up new doors in your love life, which is changing for the better, So another way to increase your love vibrations is through joy and happiness, by loving yourself, by learning about yourself, you know, self-healing, emotional healing. And if you need guidance and assistance with healing from emotional wounds or healing from past relationships and healing your limiting beliefs when it comes to relationships, I am here for you and will help you out with that. mypsychiclovecoach.com. Joy. So being happy is going to be very, very important for you. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. So love yourself, be happy, keep moving forward, and you got beautiful new love coming, Scorpios. All right. So this is what I have for you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thumbs up and like this reading. Comment, share, subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, again, that website is mypsychiclovecoach.com. Also, you can now contact me on Wisio, WISIO.com. That link is in the description box below. You can send me a message and I will send you a video answer. Thumbs up, comment, like, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I appreciate all the love and all the shares and the subscribes and the comments. I love you guys. And I cannot wait to see you guys here again soon. If you want to enter the love drawing, also check the description box below. All right. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.